Hi, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How is everybody? Can you hear us? I think so.
Lainey and I are in office for the
Hold
first.
on.
I haven't seen you since.
Oh wait, can you
Oh,
see it
wait.
in the, hold
I
on.
don't
We're
know.
gonna work on this.
Okay.
This, like, come to me. Yeah,
I come to you.
there you go.
We haven't been in office together
Teamwork.
since before Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
it is crazy. I went home. I went home for a bit, still working, but then I went home and now I'm back and it's our first day in office. So we thought we would be wild and crazy and silly with you in office today.
Yeah, we were. I was playing with the filters on here earlier. Let's see. I don't know. I don't remember how I did this, and I'm wasting time.
I would be intrigued to see
Okay.
which one you're gonna.
Well, this was really perplexing to me. That one was really fun. But there's so many options. Like,
Okay, wait, I'm
up
gonna give you
there.
something to react to. Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to go camping this weekend?
Like when I saw the bear over the summer. Um,
Okay, that one wasn't very good. Let me think. Okay. Oh my goodness, they're giving away free things down the street.
I don't know why that was my initial
Okay, I don't know that
reaction.
game really works,
Wait.
but it is funny to see.
Well, okay.
Okay,
All right.
this has been fun with flags, but fun with Zoom. What are they called? Animations?
Avatar?
Avatars. I saw the new Avatar, by the way. Longest movie of my life.
Was it? I've never seen any of the avatars, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're into it, it's wonderful. I thought it was beautiful. I do recognize it was a gorgeous movie. Just maybe not my thing. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
But anyway, so I wanted to follow up from our New Year's conversation and tell you I put it into practice. You told me to open the back door, open the front door, and let it all in. I did. So I'm really banking on this information to have a really great lucky year.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're all on the hook if Lainey has a bad time. I ate grapes at midnight. That was new to me. So yeah. They weren't really good grapes, I'm not gonna lie. It was kind
So
of
your luck was already bad.
next year, 2027 is my year. But yeah, and then I of course have Grace's question corner questions
Oh
for
yeah.
you.
What's the question today?
It's kind of a two-parter. How do you feel about New Year's resolutions and do you make them? And if you want to share yours, feel free. Sometimes I feel like my New Year's resolution is like drink more water. I don't know.
Well, I feel like you need water to survive. So at the end,
It,
you pretty much
I
did
use
that.
pretty well, more relatively. Yeah.
Who's counting?
I didn't make any this year though. I didn't. It was
Hmm.
not in the plan for me. What about
I
you?
feel like I'm always like, save money and don't spend money. And then like in February, it's like, well, that was good for a month,
Yeah.
right? But we'll see. Yeah. I think like contentment is what like I want to slow down and like not be running around all the place all the time.
I want to
Which good luck with that because I
take
do
less
often.
Ubers.
That's
I
an
want to
easy,
take
that's
less
an
Ubers.
approachable
Well,
goal.
because in New York, sometimes it's like, ah, it's 15 degrees and I have to go stand for the bus or the train or like, oh, like
To be fair,
it's
that might be a safety concern for
well,
your toes.
yeah, but sometimes it's just like it'd be so much more convenient to get in a car. So yeah.
Okay, let's hear them. If anyone oh, someone said okay. Oh, I love that. Samantha said yes. Good job on all the resolution. I mean the good luck stuff. And then someone said, "Well, I'm crazy away." Love that because don't threaten us with a good time. Jacqueline said, "I always do the same two resolutions: do something that scares me and learn something new."
That's
I
great.
like
That's a good
it's open for interpretation too.
yeah. You do a lot with that.
Is that like you do like in general or like one every month? I'm curious. I resolved to make no resolution.
Fair.
I love that and reduce stress. Yeah, that's kind of how mine I feel, but it's like such a factor of the environment too. Um, anyway, I'm seeing a lot of fun names. Everybody, hi. It's so good to see you. It's been a while. I hope everyone's having a good start to the new year. I can't believe it's 2026.
We got spend less on material items and go on more trips. That's a really good one.
Yeah,
That's a really good one.
experience
We were
over.
just talking about that
Mhm.
at lunch. If it gives me anxiety, it counts. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I love it. Let me think. What's something else to update you on? Writers to watch
Yeah,
tomorrow? Okay.
I'll pull it up.
We also heard you last time. We asked like, what do you want to hear? And we've gotten some thoughts on like literary fiction. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. That'll be this month, and just a little bit of general things we want to tell you about. But we remembered literary fiction. We remembered what's the other one? Horror, romance. Maybe that'll be next month.
Yeah, do a little genre thing.
And then we also heard, I have it, hold on. Horror, romance, lit fic, and
What was the other one?
it was genre bending. That's what it was. So we'll do like horror, romance, genre bending. So if there's anything else you want us to talk about, please send it our way. We'll put it on the schedule and try to match it, because we want to make sure you're getting what you want. I mean, we have books that we are loving, or books that we're, having on writers to watch, but we can always add new things. So the foursome, right? The foursome blew me away too. I can't wait to talk to Christina, and I can tell you, Christina has some fun images for us, so you don't want to miss that. We have some kind of like historical themes going through all of these. We have Francine Prose, which is the story between Charles Dickens and oh my gosh, I'm just going blank. Hans Christian Andersen coming to his country house. And you want to talk about the other two a little? A short line, because we have one that the reason we really wanted to do Daniel Stone, because, minus it being a great book, is that we wanted to tell you about this story about the Library of Congress.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, well, we know who needs to talk about this one, or where it needs to be talked about. So that's the untold story of the heist, and then we have Daniel Lavery.
Yeah, so
Yep.
the heist, yeah, very exciting. Well, yeah, very exciting. It's also 200, we've been talking a lot about the
True.
250th anniversary. I can't talk today. So I think that'll be fun. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, we have some images that Daniel's gonna show.
I think so.
Yeah.
We were going back and forth because, I mean, obviously we don't have a photo of George Washington, but we might have some other research.
I took one myself.
A selfie.
And then we have Meeting New People, Daniel Lavery, which is literary. It's a story of a woman contending with age and friendship, and it reads like an homage to Nora Ephron's Heartburn. So definitely gonna want to stay tuned. I feel like that's our only one that's not really a.
That's the author of Women's Hotel, which has been so crazy popular, and we were just so happy to have a new book. So I mean, I hope if you don't know some of these authors, some of these are library favorites. Christina Bear Klein, Francine Prose, love them. And Daniel, like, these past books have been so popular. If you don't know them, maybe you'll find some new fun backlist as well. So the foursome, I'll just quickly, because I didn't talk about that one, and all I said was blew me away, which you have to come here what Christine is going to talk about, because she has an interesting tie to the story. She actually has family members, so she'll talk more about that. But essentially, it's this story of this conjoined twin, these two men who come over, make their way in the world, and they're looking for wives. So where they're in North Carolina, and they find these two sisters and they marry them. So it's a story of these brothers marrying these two sisters, but it's like set against the Civil War. So you have like internal struggles, literally. You have internal struggles in the marriage, in the family, and then like at a greater part of war. And I thought it was just such a beautiful background for like everything we're going through now, that the country has been divided before, and we've gotten through things. We can learn to see certain ways, and we can try to I shouldn't say see certain ways, but we can try to bring it back together, I guess is what I'll say. But anyway, yeah, so come see. This is going to be a really great writers to watch. I hope you can join us tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think it's our, okay. Can you like believe that it is our third year doing writers to watch? Because we called it,
No, again,
I remember we called it turning the page in 2023. And we came up with Galley Gap Best and writers to watch, and it's 2026.
And you're still here at Galley Gap Fest, so there you go.
Thank you for coming. And it's
2026. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that,
Relax.
but so I love these. Thank you. We want it to be fun. We want to have like what you want to hear about. So, okay, we're going to put Writers to Watch away because you're going to hear from those authors tomorrow. Again, if you don't have time to come to the live one, I get it. Things come up every month. So write us a question beforehand. We're happy to ask it and you can hear later. Because no matter how much we love talking to those authors, like we want to make sure your questions are like, it's your time to talk to them. So let us know.
Yeah, and you can always, you might have just said this, I was getting the link, but I did
Questions?
put the link
Yes.
in the
Chat.
I've really, today, I think it's because my cat kept me up last night. She was being really rambunctious at 3 a.m. She was seeing demons, I don't know. So yeah, but Writers to Watch, Facebook link and Crowdcast link in the chat. And yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw the Edelweiss catalog
Yeah,
one more time in here.
Catalog. I'm sorry, somebody asked a question and then I think Elizabeth said couldn't press enter on the comment. If it was a question and it didn't go through, let us know. But the question went away. So I'm assuming we're all good, but you tell us if that's not the case. And hi to the people on Facebook. Let me come over here and just make sure. Oh, so many nice comments. Yes, hello. Couldn't get on Crowdcast. Well, I'm sorry. Let us know if we need to, work on that and get it set up because I don't want that to be an issue. I'm sorry, but I'm glad you can find us on Facebook. Hi Vicky, hi Renee. Enjoy historical fiction. Okay, why don't we make note for historical fiction and biography memoir? That might be something to Grace loves a biography memoir section, yeah. The conjoined that's the foursome by Christina Baker Klein. Yep, and do not enjoy thrillers. Vicky, okay. So, I feel like, I'm in a reading mood all the time where like I'll pick something I really love up and I'm like not feeling it. And then I'll pick something I've never really been a fan of and be like, woo, it just depends.
I think I did something a little blasphemous where I started reading a memoir that was very, very good. However, I think I was just not, and it was very heavy. I wasn't in the mood. But then the movie came out and I went and I watched the movie adaptation. And now I want to finish the book. So maybe it's all right.
Oh, somebody asked about heated rivalry read-alikes, and I have a whole list for you. I'm ready. Hold on.
And while Lainey pulls that up, I see comments about subtitles. On Facebook, they auto-generate, but unfortunately on Crowdcast, they don't. We have asked Crowdcast about that, but it's up to them, unfortunately. So I will type a reply while Lainey's grabbing those read-alikes. Okay, I need to watch Heated Rivalry because everybody is like telling me that I will love it, and I just have not yet watched or really dived into that.
Okay, so I'm saying what to read after, and if you want a sports romance, you've come to the right place because Avon has you covered, and we have a list. It might not all be ours, but a lot of ours are on there. So look at me being publisher agnostic too. There you go. I'll put it in Crowdcast too. And then wait, hold on. Some more comments came up. So must watch. There you go, Grace. So Crowdcast, let me see if this will help. There's like for every event like homepage, there's a wait room. You just have to click the date in there and it'll let you in. So like one is kind of a holding room to say like you're at this event, and then the date lets you into the individual ones. See if that will help you. And then the Raj Watch, talk about when that is because somebody asked.
January 15th.
Tomorrow.
7 p.m. Eastern. And we have tomorrow we'll be revealing our lineup for February too, which is exciting. And we're ready. We're ready.
Wait,
watch people in.
Should we tell them three of some because I don't have the fourth, but
yeah.
We could at least tell them one. I don't know. I love surprises, but like I'm just so excited. So I'm gonna tell you.
That like tells somebody what you got them for their birthday?
No, I love surprises.
Okay.
And I love surprising people, but I also am too excited not to tell you.
That's fair.
Because also like this is kind of the surprise, and you're like insiders. So well, I don't know. Do you want to be surprised? You tell me. I don't know. Maybe they're like, no, I don't want to know.
Well, I just saw somebody say they watched people on vacation last night.
Oh,
I do want to watch. I haven't read the book though.
I like Emily Henry. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't.
Okay, look.
I started Beach Read and I did not. I did D&I.
Tell us. Ready to hear? No, Beth, no. Okay, Beth, close your ears. Cover your ears.
You have to.
Okay. So we have 3 of the 4 confirmed. It's going to be February 24th. And I'm working on the last one, so I may or may not have it tomorrow, but that'd be a nice surprise. So it's Meg Mitchell Moore, Down with the Shipmans, Walter Mosley, Galen, Melissa Albert, The Children, which is our lead read pick, and then a 4th mystery. So that will still be a mystery. Like, I'm sorry, Walter Mosley. What? How did that even?
Oh dang, Walter Mosley.
How did that even happen? I don't know. Like, I wrote and I was like, oh, he's Walter Mosley's so busy. Like, and they were like, immediately yes. Like, I'm so excited.
Monica's
So y'all,
children now.
yeah, y'all have to show up and ask Walter Mosley a lot of questions because we got to make him feel the love as well as all of our authors. But like, that's crazy, right? Yeah, and The Children, Melissa Albert is a first adult book from a YA author, and we're very excited. It's a really great read about this author who her 2 kids who kind of
I'm buzzing about it.
okay, sorry, I won't say anything.
Like, wow, ladies, still my thunder. Yeah. Today?
I'm sorry. See, I get just so excited.
Well,
we talked about this list not 5 minutes ago. I'm sorry, guys. I have no.
To be fair, it's January is like the Monday of the year. Has anybody coined that?
They're reading The
before?
Children now. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So that was a pretty good reveal, right? I didn't just waste a
No,
I have a surprise
not
for
at
you.
all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Everyone's really excited. I will say, speaking of play his instrument, ooh, that'd be fun. Great lineup. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very, very excited. So speaking of the children, because I know we've probably presented at Alma. Does everyone here know about the Alma book buzzes? And if you're not seeing them, make sure to follow our newsletter because we do post about them. About every 3 months, the Adult Library Marketing Association does a buzz, and it's like 17 or 18 publishers. It's really great, and you get 2 hours of books from every one. So, I mean, not each person, but each person gets 6 minutes, and we tell you in 2 hours. So
everyone gets the 2 hours.
yeah, you'd be there. It's a whole conference. Which actually sounds delightful.
Kind of fun.
I'm gonna send you, I should have it here, the registration link. If you missed the one, oh, okay. No, but we can send you a recording. So if you didn't see it, let us know. But yeah, we do those like every 3 months, and it's just a great bite-size way. So if you don't know about it, hey, Eileen. If you don't know about it, then Emily posted it.
Yeah.
It's also on YouTube. I can send it there. Thank you. That's a
I
good
think
idea.
that's the link. That's the link to it.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's on YouTube.
Thank you.
And past ones are on there too
Yeah.
if you want to catch up. But
if
we have
you
fun.
are looking for me, I did go last. So if you maybe, had
Did you just tell them to skip over everyone and go last?
No, but I'm saying
Wow.
left early and you might have missed me.
Yeah.
Did go last.
There's a title list too.
Which was great because then I really got to like lock in and listen to everybody else's. And yes, I'm with Beth, my poor TBR list.
Really?
And I'm so
all right. Oh, that's very sweet.
Stop.
Grace did a great job. I agree. Thank you for saying that. I mean, we did kind of ask for some compliments, but I agree. Grace did a great job. Okay, so with that being said, I gave a big old surprise to you. Let me check Facebook, make sure we're good. Yep. Oh, the link. Yeah. Can you put that in the Facebook group too?
I can't get into Facebook.
Okay, nope, you're right. My
Facebook. Okay, my phone's having some technical issues, and I can't two-factor.
Yeah, let me find it. Hold on. There we go. I got it. Instantly. Okay, perfect. There's the YouTube link. Okay. Yeah, sign up for every 3. It's kind of just when it comes, each publisher promotes it, we get a link to send out. So the best way is to know, I mean, it pretty much follows the same pattern, like the same months, but I would just follow our newsletter. You can do that here, and you'll see at the bottom any upcoming events, and you can sign up there. But yeah, we don't, because we're like all these publishers, we don't have like a landing page for it, which is something, I don't know, maybe we could think about. Wait, let me find it. I'll find you our newsletter in just a second, and then while somebody's buzzing, I'll put that in if you're not already signed up. It's a great way to see. And tomorrow's library reads, you might be seeing some fun things tomorrow. Yes. No, you can tell.
I just
This just in. Hold on.
This just in from the field. I guess this isn't really a surprise, but you all know that we do our big world famous book buzz in September and also February. I feel like I worked off the school calendar, like I'm still in school. Yeah, September comes before February. No, February and September. So we do have our world famous book buzz coming next month. The registration page is going to go live next week. So keep an eye out for that. We'll be posting it everywhere. We'll throw it in various places that you'll be able to find, and we'll be doing our big buzz. It'll be very fun.
Be in your in a newsletter
It'll
for
be in a
library
newsletter.
journals too. So
Yeah, I'm sure if you get library journal emails, you'll see that. And we'll be posting on socials too. So we're really excited about that. I love that book buzz. I always look forward to it. So yeah, that's February 18th, 2 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, link to come. And I guess we could talk books.
I guess so, since we're here.
Since we're here, I guess so.
All right. Go ahead, Grace. You can go.
Yeah.
And I'll look for the newsletter sign up and I'll put it in the chat, guys.
Okay. So
I'll keep on my screen.
I'm gonna start off with one that I'm gonna talk about a little briefly, just because you all know I'm fussed about this, but it comes out in like 2 months, and I really, really, really wanted to push it again. I just love this book. I said in June that this was my favorite read that I read in 2025. And I stand by that. It was my favorite read in 2025, even though it's coming out in 2026. But I just found it to be so much fun and so affecting. It's a survival story set in Maine's 100-mile wilderness, so like that last stretch of the Appalachian Trail. And it's one of those like trails where there's like you have to like schedule a food drop like part of the way through because there's no like way you're going to be able to carry enough food for the entire like trip. It's really not for the faint of heart. And it follows this woman named Emma, and her father was this like survivalist doomsday prepper. So she has like this like survival knowledge to like endure and like adapt and um to her environment. So she was like once a successful businesswoman, and then she was like married to this horrible, awful man. That he sparked a massive conversation during our ALA buzz of which literary character would you punch in the face. That was a really fun conversation that we had.
I love how readily available everyone was.
Oh my God,
to talk about that.
So many people said, Catcher in the Rye, Holden. So many people said him, which fair enough.
Well, they can't see you, Grace, so I'm gonna turn my video off so maybe yours will work. Does that work?
It goes to whoever has their sound. Yeah, because one of Lady and I are in the same room, so if you actually mute yourself and I'll come off mute. I guess.
Yeah, that's too complicated.
That's too much, sorry, y'all.
It's all good. Can I spotlight? Does that work? Sorry, we're a little all over the place today.
It's
but
Monday of the year.
We're having fun, right? I'm like, we're having fun, right? Can I pin? Does that make
Can you see me?
Grace
Hello?
I don't know if that works. Sorry. I tried.
Yeah, you could just mute your audio and I can do it, but
it's fine. All right.
So basically, she's married to this awful dude. She becomes friends with his ex-girlfriend, and the three of them decide to go on this trip in the woods together. And there's lying, there's betrayal, and it's really unsettling and just really smartly written about, queerness and womanhood. And if you had to sum it up, it's like 3 people go in the woods, not all of them come out. And I just really loved it. So I am really pushing that. If you haven't read it, please do. I would love to hear what you think. I also love this cover. It's so good. So yeah, that is How to Survive in the Woods, and I'm going to pass the baton off to Lainey.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's fine. Someone said just move your mouth to Grace's voice.
That would be like a ventriloquist.
That's really funny.
Really funny.
Yeah, Holden was my first thought just now. So people are like, yeah,
See,
we get you. Okay, sorry, I'm checking, make sure everybody's okay. Did I say something about not being Wednesday? It's possible I did, but somebody said today is Wednesday. And you're right. I keep thinking it's Thursday, so if I said that, I apologize. Um, all right, let's talk about Pollock's last lover. I feel like I'm at my intimate knowledge of Jackson Pollock. Um, Let me pull up my list. So you probably know Stephen P. Kiernan, who is just such an awesome author and just a lovely person. He wrote recently Universe of Two and The Glass Chateau. But I think he's got many, many other novels like The Curiosity and The Hummingbird. He's got like 40 plus awards for his writing and journalism, and we've had him on before, and he just is such a big library lover. He's spent a lot of time in his local library researching. So we are very excited to have a new one. And he's in Vermont. So if you know anybody who's looking for him for library stuff, please let me know. But this is set in New York City in two different time periods. We have 50s and the 2000s, early aughts. And in 2006, Sotheby's is selling a painting by Jackson Pollock for $140 million, highest sum ever paid for a work of art. 2 weeks later, an older woman named Ruth Kilgman is in high heels and a kind of dusty fascinator. She goes to the less prominent auction house to announce that she was Pollock's last lover and that he gave her his painting personally. She declares that it was kind of like selfish to keep it in her apartment for 50 years, but people should see it in galleries and museums. So we have this bidding that's starting at 50 million, and Gwen is an up-and-coming sales associate in the firm. She's assigned the task of verifying the authenticity of the painting. And we have Ruth kind of we have the climbing of the art world, what caused his sudden and violent death, Pollock's. So you see these two eras and these two women who are like an ongoing struggle of the women in their world to develop power and freedom in their own terms. So it's a very relevant, even though it's set in two time periods that are not today. But I think it will echo through things we see today. There's some great love, like we have this Fiona Davis quote, says intoxicating. His latest explores the theme of obsession in work, in art, and love, as well as offering a behind-the-scenes peek into the mysterious world of art valuation. He brings Jackson Pollock and Ruth Kilgman vividly to life, where while never letting them off the hook completely, and the result is a spellbinding read that I just couldn't put down. So very excited about this one. This one comes out May 19th. So don't sleep on this new Kiernan book.
Sweet. Okay, I did not put my notes in order because, like, why would I do that? So I wanted to throw this nonfiction book in because it is the start of the year. It's on sale already, so you can pick it up. But if you haven't seen it, The Sober Shift, I thought it might be fitting if you're doing like dry January, but I guess this would be extended dry January. So Suzanne is the author of the book, but also the host of Sober Mom Life, which is a podcast. So one day she woke up with a hangover at, 39, mother of a newborn, and she was just like, I feel like it's time to quit alcohol for good. So she has written this book and has become a model for hundreds of thousands of people around the world to embrace joyful sobriety. So many of us are taught not to think about our relationship with drinking until we're already in addiction or experience some life-shattering consequence. So this is about finding true abundance without buying into the lies of quote unquote wine o'clock. So she talks about kind of the fear that some people have about not being able to like relax or decompress or socialize without alcohol as a crutch. And she is here to tell you that a good life waits for you, even if you walk away from drinking. So it's engaging, it's funny, it blends memoir with these takeaways and insights, and includes mocktails, including a virgin rosemary Moscow Mule, cranberry orange fizz, tart cherry spritz, and I love the name of this one, the Soberita. So it's this really affirming guide if this is something you're interested in. I think patrons would probably maybe come to the library for this one. This sounds to be a good one for the library. So yeah, I thought it might be a fun one to do for the new
Dry
year,
January.
dry January.
I also think
Yeah.
there's this trend of having kind of not really mocktails, but like elixirs or whatever at
Elixirs,
night
yeah.
to kind of slow down, but it's kind of like a fun drink, but
Yeah.
it's not. So this might work for those folks.
Yeah, my roommate regularly makes these little magnesium drinks at night. She puts a lot of apple cider vinegar in them, so I don't know how good they taste, but they're blue, so they're really beautiful looking and they're good
Yeah,
for
they're
you.
fun.
So yeah, kind of that vibe. So that is the sober ship. And back over to Lainey, who's been on screen the whole time.
Well, maybe let's see. If I do this when you're talking, you'll see her talking.
From afar.
So there you go. We'll try to change around. All right, give me one. Okay, address unknown. I don't have mine in order either, so there you go. All right, Catherine Cressman Taylor. This book, I have to say, we got a note from the publisher, publishing group saying, don't forget about this one because it has been making its rounds on social media. So we were like, okay, we got to tell people because if you weren't aware, it came out in 2021, but in June. So it's been out for a bit, but you can always pick it up and it's very close to, dare I say, I don't want to speak for everyone, but like feelings we have in the political environment. So this was a rediscovered classic that we published in 2021. It was it's epistolary. It was originally published in Story magazine in 1938. And you might know about this, so if you don't, it's for people who, or if you do, it's for people who don't know about it. But this was an international sensation. It was credited with exposing the dangers of Nazism to American readers early on, and it's a scathing indictment of fascism movements around the world and a harrowing expose on the power of the pen as a weapon. So, like I said, it's epistolary. This is a republishing moment, but it talks about the spread of Nazism through a series of letters between Max, a Jewish art dealer in San Francisco, and Martin, his friend and former business partner, who has returned to Germany in 1932, just as Hitler is coming to power. So, feels very far away and yet so close. And a lot of people, it's a very short book. It's only 96 pages. You can read it in a gulp, like sit down one day and just read it all at once. And this has a new preface from Margot Livesey. It's 7,000 words. Like I said, a packs a punch. And people just like, if you put it in TikTok, you'll see video after video saying, I needed this book right now. This book is powerful. Everyone should read this book. So we just wanted to put it on your radar if it wasn't already, that it could be very topical. I actually was just ordered myself one to read right after this because I want to go back to it. So
Claire just said my book group just read this.
okay, tell us, Claire, what did you? I would love to hear any thoughts. So if you have some, yeah, literary harrowing for
Just
sure. Yep, I love that. Okay,
okay.
anyone in? Oh, someone. This is like a side note. Are we abiding by dry January? I think by accident I am, not really because I'm
I
trying.
said I was going to, and then my friends, I decided slightly wet January is okay.
Slightly, but
So
okay. Oh, Monica said we had that book until someone checked out the last copy, never returned. Maybe maybe it meant that much to them and it was really special. But we just wanted to keep you abreast on like what's coming up, bubbling up here and big ones so you can use it for displays or whatever you need. Yeah. So that's that one. It's a very serious one. I'm not making light, but I wanted you to know.
Monica, I'm like the queen of returning my library books like absurdly late. So maybe maybe somebody will bring it back eventually.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
true.
it'll come back eventually. So shout out to my Brooklyn Public Library librarians who've seen me come back in a year later with a book.
Hey, it made its way
It
back.
made its way back. They probably already ordered another copy by bad. So I'm gonna talk about it's so funny to me, just like in the background, how the story goes. So this is a little bit of a different note, but we have a heartwarming debut. So this follows Whit, who is hit with a massive task after his wife dies from cancer. So he has to raise his 8-year-old daughter alone, but she has asked him in her will to write the final installment of her extremely popular children's fantasy series that thousands of fans are waiting for. You know, just a really light, really light task. So he is a writer, but he's a bit out of his wheelhouse with this one. He writes these well-received literary mysteries, which is absolutely not the same as a children's fantasy book. So not only that, but he doesn't know how she wanted the series to end. So he has to come up with the ending. And it's a lot of pressure, he wouldn't want to disappoint her. And the publisher and the agent are calling him like, hey, we're on deadline. Where are the pages? So he meets a woman in a bookstore named Merritt, and she just moved back to their tiny New England town after dropping out of her MFA program due to an affair. So Whit discovers that Merritt's a fan of his wife's series, and they team up to write the book together. And Merritt is falling back in love with writing and maybe her co-author. And I think book clubs are really going to like this one. It's this bookish love story that engages with a lot of conversations about finding like the right ending. And what it's like to move on if there is really an idea of moving on, and the magic of writing. And I think that the cover's really cute. I love all of the like the stenciled end papers on the cover. So yeah, that is how the story goes.
That's how the story goes.
Oh, and Lainey, you're so excited about this next one.
What is it? Oh,
Lock in, everybody.
okay. I'm not gonna go too crazy into it because I don't want you to be like, what is happening? And I don't have all my thoughts together, but I literally just finished this, and the author, Victoria Aveyard, is a big YA author. You probably know her. And this is the first adult fantasy novel. And so we've been so excited. And officially the author put it out. I'm gonna actually link to it so you can just read on your own. She has all what you need to know about Tempest coming to you soon. Oh, sorry, on Facebook too. There you go. Okay, I just finished this, and all I wanted to say is we can keep going with our literary bent, but I think you want to know things that were just like, stop, hold the phone. We can't stop thinking about it. I have such a book hangover. This is about pirates. Number one, sold. Two, I'm not going to go really into it, but it's about a woman. She's an older heroine. Than some. I mean, she's not older, but older than some that we get in romantasy. I would say more fantasy. And it's a woman who is chained to this life with this husband and this naval guard, and she has a friend there, but it's just not the life she wanted for herself. And her boat is taken over by pirates, and there's a cute pirate captain. But then it goes back and forth in time with her story of how she kind of found herself woven in with the pirate lives for her. And then this current time where she's still in contact with this naval person as well. And so now they're going to go on an adventure to kind of capture this pirate, because it's either her head or someone else's. And so what I found so cool about this book that I could not stop thinking about is there's some morally gray characters. You don't really know, even at the end, it's a duology, but you don't know at the end of the first book, like, what is going to happen? How are we going to get out of this? And I think that it was just such smart writing, and it's great. It's a slow burn. The tension is really great, and that's all I'll say. But I just want you to have it on your radar if that appeals to you. Even if you're not like a romantasy reader, there's not a lot on the page, so like, don't worry about that. It's got some great, world building. There's a lot about imperialism and, people taking over these islands. There's some it's a fake island system, I think, but taking over these cultures. I don't know, you have a book hangover and you can't help but talk about it. So I want to tell you.
Yeah,
very excited. And the author officially put it up. So I was like, okay, I can talk about it.
Yeah, you were really, really excited to tell me about it yesterday. And I was like, so am I gonna want to be a pirate afterwards? And you were
Yes.
like, no.
Oh,
You said no.
no, you're not gonna. It does sound kind of scary,
Who's
but I
getting
mean,
scary?
like, am I intrigued? A little. All right.
You know what?
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna go really into it because that's just the top.
Kim said arg. I think I need this one, lady. Yeah, so true. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm also really looking forward to the cover reveal. I don't think we
Yeah,
haven't
I haven't seen
anything.
it. The only thing I've seen is like official is the author put it up everywhere. So I didn't tell everybody first. I waited. So yeah, just have it on your radar.
Tempest. I love it. Love it. Okay. And the children. I feel so silly being so far away.
It's okay.
So the children. Yes, as we mentioned earlier, this is Melissa Albert's first adult novel, and I think, you know, her YA fans who are now adults are really gonna love this, and I think she's gonna make a lot of new fans, maybe who don't know her from the YA world. So this is our lead read pick for summer 2026. So our sales force like rallies behind a book that we are like, yep, this is the book of the season. We really want to like support this one a lot. So this is our lead read for 20 summer 2026. I'm like, I don't even know what season we're in right now. Is it what year is it? So this is about Guinevere and Ennis who have this unconventional childhood. They're both children to, well, they're siblings. I don't know why I said they're both children to a fantasy author. They're the children of a fantasy author, and they live in a farmhouse where they are unwashed, underfed, and very different from the fantasy novels that their mother has written them into. So, as their mother's books gain popularity, their precarious childhood gives way to the perils of fame, and one night, after a really horrible fire, everything changes. They're the only two to survive, and their mother's series remains unfinished. Oh, I have two books about unfinished books. That's so true. As an adult, Guinevere is mid-promotion for a ghostwritten memoir when her estranged brother, now an artist, has an upcoming installation titled Mother. As rumors swirl around the death connected to his last show, memories from their childhood begin to resurface, and Guinevere is forced to confront the question she spent the last 20 years running from. What really happened the night of the fire, and what dark history lies behind their mother's fantasy world? So I think it's a really, really, really great book for book clubs. It talks about families and secrets, which a lot of people, you know, most of us can relate to, and the nuance of sibling relationships as well as, you know, mother-child relationships. And I think it's gonna appeal to a super wide readership, those who like literary fiction and also kind of horror and gothic tales and fantasy and suspense. So it's kind of one of those books that really does it all. And yeah, I love this cover, Donna. I think it's so cool.
I also have note, and this can change, but do you know about our ALC program? If you don't, it's an advanced listener copy. And we have most books a month before, like when they release, a month before on sale, we have the audio on NetGalley. But sometimes we do even further out and we do advanced listener copies. And I have this on the list. It could change, don't hold it to me, but as an ALC. So I'm hoping that that's the case and you'll be able to listen to the audio early. So keep an eye out for that.
So is The Children, our lead read.
Our lead read.
Lead read.
Let me just double check they have it. It says upcoming, so I don't think that they have the audio. I'll double check. But I think it's going to be a cool audio book. And lead read, we just voted on our next one, so we'll have news of that soon too.
To get auto approved on NetGalley for ALCs and regular eGalleys, you can shoot me an email.
Ooh, okay, well,
So
Edelweiss is
maybe I'll
being
pop my
very
email
slow.
there.
Sorry. Okay. Under, do you have Edelweiss catalog to discuss? Yes, we do. Sorry, Grace is having some issues with Facebook, so that's why it's
Yeah.
not in the chat, but I will put it in now. I'm sorry.
I couldn't get text
If
on my
I-
phone.
oh,
It turns
well,
out
it's not there.
Verizon outages across the country.
Mm.
So it wasn't just me.
Sorry to anyone with Verizon. Okay.
He's like, couldn't be me.
No, mine was being weird too. Something must be going on. Okay. Here. No, that is not it.
Victoria, not a silly question. Our lead read, it's this program that the Salesforce does where we read a bunch of books and then people vote and give blurbs about like one book that everyone really wants to rally around for the season. And we've picked a lot of lead reads in the past that became really big. Lainey, please correct me if I'm wrong, but Remarkably Bright Creatures was a lead read and a bunch of other really fantastic books. So it's kind of
Lake
like
Effect is our one before the children.
by Cynthia D'Apri-Sweeney, which is on sale in the next 2 months or so. So that's exciting. So yeah, lead read is the Salesforce going. We heart this one in particular. So yeah, it's a great program.
Yeah.
It's really nice to know like this is like the book that everyone's like really, really down for.
Yeah, and thanks for asking that question. That good to clarify. It's internal, but it's, I think, shows a lot for what everyone internally has voted on and loved, you know. Okay. So, no, children audio, no, but I'm hoping that's the case soon. It says it's hopeful. And you know, never shifting deadlines with that, you never know. But let's hope.
Especially with recording things and
Yeah. Speaking of, we're having a book list audio webinar
Yeah,
very
we
soon. I don't remember the date, but
I'll look it up.
well, next time we meet, we'll let you know more about that. I'm hoping to have someone in our audio group talk to everyone. Okay. Yeah, lead reads are the ones we really beg for arcs of. I know.
The webinar is on February 12th with book list.
February 12th, book list. So look out for info from book list. I don't know that I have
I don't know if it's up.
I can try to look for you. Let's see. Book list. Webinars. But yeah, I really like the audio ones because it's something a little different. Upcoming.
Maybe not yet.
Not yet. So keep an eye out. Booklist will send those out, but that's a little sneak peek for you too. Okay, are we good on questions? I think so. Now we're going into Midnight at the War, sorry. By my notes just went crazy. Devi Lascar. So this is kind of inspired by journalists like Christiane Amanpour. It's a novel about a reporter chasing the biggest story of her career as she contends with a tense newsroom and a dangerous global conflict and all the world's problems she's kind of running away from. This is about foreign correspondent Rita Das, who has left New York for a war-torn Middle East. She has a reassignment. She's asked a reassignment she asked for after learning she was pregnant, but uncertain of kind of who, if it was her husband or her lover. And so she goes to this place. She has her own conflict she's dealing with. She's uncertain about her future. She has her interpreter and her news editor and her sources and her colleagues, but she's kind of unable to accept the loss of her mother and deal with guilt for not being at her side when she died. So she's just dealing with a lot of personal things amongst this war-torn area. And so she's kind of in denial about her need for intimate human relationships. So while she's grasping with these emotional issues, she's got this physical toll of being pregnant and going through a turbulent region. And kind of war slides kind of goes into this horror where she's got urgent orders from her news editor to return to New York and be faced with a choice about how she wants to live her life as a journalist and soon to be mother. So everything's kind of crashing in on her. But it's set immediately after 9/11, and it's kind of the author's own experiences as a government reporter in the 90s. So you have that realistic time of being a reporter, and then exploration of love and grief, moral and ambiguity. There you go. And forgiveness of modern war and the wars we wage within ourselves. So it's a beautiful book. There's also like a mystery element in there, which you can learn more about in the read, I won't say, but there's some fun other aspects within this really literary, harrowing book, and it's getting some great reviews from Alka Joshi and Meg Wade Clayton. People are really loving this story. It is coming on April 14th, so you have a couple of months, and it's only 240 pages. It's kind of a pack-a-punch novel, but we wanted to give you some more literary options. We heard that last time, and this one's a beautiful one.
And then I think this is our last book. I saved one of my faves for last. It's called I Love You, Don't Die by Jade Song. I'm a huge Jade Song fan. She was the author of Chlorine, which won an Alex Award. It came out in like 2022. I don't know why I'm trying to get the exact year. I know myself, maybe 2023. But that was a literary horror, body horror novel with a lot of queer elements to it. Everybody I've recommended it to really liked it. And it's one of, the pride you feel when somebody just like loves the book rec that you give. And that's how I felt with every time I gave somebody Chlorine. So this is a very different novel than Chlorine, though. She's moving away from literary body horror to coming of age lit fic. Particularly for that kind of Gen Z audience, it's really cool to get more of the Gen Z perspective in literary spaces. So this is about a woman named Vicky who is fascinated and obsessed with death because she's like, this is the only thing you can absolutely count on happening. So, she, from living above her a Chinatown funeral parlor to working at a celebrity startup for earns, she has just surrounded herself with death in her home and her work. But she finds herself really depressed. So she, despite living in Manhattan and working this dream job, she is really struggling to make like meaningful connections and finding meaning at all in her life. So too often she spends her days bed rotting and only going out if her friend Jen, who is her only friend, drags her out. She's just really depressed. Um, that changes though because she gets on a dating app and she meets a this couple, an artist and a labor organizer, and she enters this throuple. And for a while, it's really ideal. It's giving her exactly what she wanted. And even if it comes to an end, no one understands better than Vicky that all things must eventually die. But doubts start to grow in her love life and her friendship with her only friend and her job. So this, what was really comforting, this idea of death, starts to become something else. So everything starts to feel kind of hollow and temporary, and she decides how to move forward. Is she going to hold on to what she has or destroy it? So it deals with capitalism and queerness, depression, love, friendship, and obviously death. And I feel like a lot of people are going to feel very seen from the jump with this one, especially Gen Z who are, you know, kind of coming of that age where people are writing books. People in my generation are writing books now. So it's really exciting to see. So fans of Sally Rooney and Otessa Moshfegh are gonna really like this one. And I also love this cover a lot. I Love You Don't Die, Jade Song.
I love that title is really cool.
Yeah, it's great.
Someone said great point, Grace, about Gen Z.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see that now.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're good on questions for now, but let us know if you have them. Yeah, so I think that's our titles. We tried to do a little bit of like what we're excited about, fresh off the press, and a little bit of our literary selections for you. Next month we'll throw some genre bending stuff in there. Again, so it won't be the whole thing because we have other things to talk about. Don't want you to be discouraged if you don't want to hear that, but
Yeah, romance and horror will be
yeah,
fun.
maybe some
Romance and
romantasy, some I don't know. I did a whole thing on genre bending for a group in Ohio, and it was honestly it was like one of the most fun things ever put together because it got my creative juices thinking like, okay, well, what would this be in a category and what does it mix up? So I personally really like to do genre bending things. So maybe and they don't have to be traditional genre. It can be, like we had subcategories like sports romance or like literary, I don't know, literary fantasy,
literary horror.
Yeah, so we have like things we'll think about before we come. Good to see everyone's names. Thanks everybody. You're very sweet.
Our February
yeah,
date we got asked about for
we have it
to watch. We do.
Oh no, Galley Get Best anyway.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Galley Get Fest.
Yeah. Writers to Watch will be on the 24th, and Galley Gabfest, this will be, I don't have it right with me. I think it's that same week. I think it's
To see if we put it in our calendar.
I have it in my physical. You know what? I'll go get it for you, Grace. Damn.
Should I tap dance? I don't know. I don't know how to tap dance. Sorry. I guess I can talk a little bit about super quick. Again, reminder of tomorrow's Writers to Watch, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're really, really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really fun one to start the year off with. Yeah, you were the highlight of my day. Oh, please. Maybe you know what I'll do while Lainey's gone. She's gonna come back, and I'm gonna have like, oh, she's already back. That was so fast. I didn't even get a chance to do a fun
I didn't see the
avatar.
tap dance.
No,
Okay.
you missed the tap dance.
Grandma's back with her physical calendar.
We could have done this for the Tempest.
Well, I'm glad you had fun. Okay. February. We have it written down. Gallagher Fest. It's gonna be earlier in the month, actually. It's the 4th, Wednesday the 4th. We used to do the first Wednesday of every month, and then that got a little off with January because people aren't back. But the 4th will be February, and then I think that'll kind of continue for the next few months. So the first Wednesday of the month, unless it just doesn't work schedule-wise. And then don't forget, we have Writers to Watch the 24th. That's a Tuesday. Try to mix it up a little, Tuesday and Thursday, so you have more options if somebody has an issue. And yeah, I think that's it. Anything else? Any questions, thoughts, concerns, prayers, beliefs, dreams? Yeah.
You don't want to be a pirate?
I don't know. I feel like all that time with no sunscreen back then. Like, well, I mean, that it's fantasy, so I guess there's not a back then, but I'm thinking of real pirates. I don't know.
Scurvy.
I don't think my skin could do it.
Walking the plank. None of these things sound good. How about, I feel Lainey and I had a really delicious lunch, and now I'm kind of feeling, this woke me up, but
Tempest, yeah, I don't know. It's like just been out there for the author, so I'm sorry, I don't know. A bird on your
yeah,
shoulder, yeah.
exactly.
But we'll try to circle back. I just wanted you, now that the author had it out, I was like, okay, I gotta tell him so it's on your radar. But I don't know. It'll be a while probably. It doesn't come out until next fall, and a lot of our
Yeah.
galleys aren't out yet. So keep an eye out. Um, oh, thank you, Donna. This is a highlight of my week and month, and we do it every month, I guess. So my highlight of my month, I wish it was a lot more. Um, it's so fun just to chat. I feel like we like book buzz at you sometimes, but it's nice to just talk to you and hear what you have to say. Well, and Robin said, glad I didn't miss today.
No.
Me too.
Yeah, I love Galley Gabfest. Love chatting. I have to think of my Grace's question corner question for next month. So I'm gonna start thinking about it. It does feel like hanging with friends.
I
I
agree.
love doing Galley Gabfest.
With or without pirates on your phone. All right. Well, I think that's it. We'll give you 3 minutes back to your day, but join us tomorrow for Writers to Watch on Thursday. I do know what day it is now.
I'll throw the
Yep.
link in again to register and whatnot.
And I will put that also in Facebook since we just do it now so we don't lose you. Have a really great last part of January. Happy 2026. We'll see you back on the 5th for Galley Fest. And if you're like, I want to know about this, shoot us an email. We're here. We're here to help you. And then you'll be seeing us around. And if anyone's going to PLA, we're going to be there too. So 637, I think, is our booth. So,
You know, I haven't gotten that far into memorizing it, but I'm sure soon I'll be seeing it in my sleep.
okay.
So,
Take care, everyone.
bye, y'all.
And stay safe and healthy.
Don't walk the plank. Bye.
Bye.